Welcome to the world of giant trucks, where strength, courage, and precision are the keys to survival. This is not just a journey of transporting timber, but a battle with nature, rugged terrain, and human limits. Fasten your seatbelts, because the most dramatic journey through the deep forest begins now. At the rugged Tanjakan Batu Jomba, where the road snakes like a giant snake across the mountainside, a terrifying incident occurred. It was in those fateful moments that a giant truck lost control. The tires screeched against the road, the body of the vehicle lurched violently, and then, in what seemed like an eternity, the vehicle flipped over. The air was suddenly filled with the deafening screech of emergency brakes, the screeching of metal, and then a deafening crash. Debris flew everywhere, and smoke and dust billowed into the air, obscuring visibility. The modified truck carrying glue roared and wriggled on the red dirt road that had turned into a muddy river after the torrential rain in Bac Giang. Each turn of the wheel was a difficult challenge. Mud splashed everywhere, sticking to the body of the car in a thick layer of glue on the back. The familiar tractor, which was always diligently working in the fields, suddenly became a transport warrior. It was heavily loaded with fresh, golden corn stalks, heading towards Ben Cao Tay Nin. On the 16th of June, 2025, a harsh reality is revealed. The Sertão Nordestino, the arid and resilient heart of Brazil's northeast, is facing a terrible threat. Not the usual drought, but a sudden and terrifying sink.
Segura. Segura. Tá chegando aqui uns eixos pendendo pro outro lado. Tá aí dentro da vala, cortando dentro da vala de novo, ó. Olha. Onde ele tava aqui, ó.
In the midst of despair and impasse, when all efforts seemed hopeless, a ray of light appeared. From afar, the powerful sound of an engine echoed, and then the giant Skyder appeared like a savior. With sturdy tracks and incredible power, it rushed into the scene, ready to pull everything out of trouble. On the steep slope of Kodak Hill, which was already narrow and winding, a terrible traffic situation was unfolding. A huge tractor-trailer carrying a Raksasa crane was moving sluggishly, occupying almost the entire roadway. Its presence had created a bottleneck, causing the traffic behind to be congested for a long time. H.C. Wilson's at Elmswell, the 19th of June, 2025. More than just a place and time, this is a moment where history and event intersect. It could be a momentous day marking a special event, a grand opening, or a memorable gathering. Picture a breathtaking scene on Bukit Kodak, Frog Hill, where the road is being scraped clean. A giant tractor trailer carrying a bulky load is slowly crawling up. Its enormous weight makes the entire road buckle under its slow-moving wheels. A vintage Tata truck bravely makes its way through the raging floodwaters. Not a shiny new model, but a sturdy, retro-styled 4x4 with a weathered engine. The river water rises, submerging most of the wheels, creating a violent splash as the vehicle slowly moves forward. Imagine yourself riding a car, gliding through the winding roads of the lush green hills of Assam. This is not just a road trip, but an enchanting adventure from Haflong to Silchar, one of the most beautiful road trips in Northeast India. On the 5th of April, 2022, the A44 highway witnessed a heart-stopping incident when a super-long, super-heavy truck carrying a giant wind turbine suddenly skidded and plunged into a ditch. A giant block of metal, weighing tons, slowly moved on the highway, attracting all eyes. However, in just a split second, the accident happened. The Farana, designed to lift heavy loads, now lay deformed and distorted, part of the chaotic wreckage. Around it, other giant machines such as JCBs, excavators, and even equipment bearing the prestigious Seni brand seemed unable to escape the horror of the incident. Let's explore the amazing hustle and bustle of Highway 14 with Dak Go Vlog. Imagine a never-ending stream of vehicles. Each vehicle has its own story, blending into the hustle and bustle of the road. Waikaya Gold Limited's Plant Shift 2018 is a testament to the resilience, adaptability, and foresight of a gold mining company. It is not just a physical shift, but a shift of expectation, of potential, and of a new chapter in their quest for gold. The brave drivers, facing death every second, struggled with the steering wheel to keep the car from plunging into the abyss. Every turn of the wheel, every sudden braking was a heart-stopping moment, a grueling challenge amid falling rocks, dense fog, and steep slopes. A heavily modified vehicle, like a steel warrior of the mountains and forests, was struggling to crawl through the muddy road. Each turn of the wheels crunched into the thick mud, splashing dark brown marks, bearing the traces of a fierce battle.
Ôi giời. Xong rồi.
A giant monster truck is writhing over rough roads, not for show but to carry out a higher mission, delivering essential goods to local people. It roars forward, carrying hope and necessities to the hands of people in remote areas where normal vehicles have difficulty reaching.
Máy này mình thấy chạy không có lớn, chạy chỉ ra anti à, chạy cái là tanh rồi. Cái gào theo mình đón mút ở ngoài chắc nó bay các bạn, không phải trên khung rồi, mình thấy nó nhiễu nhão tùm lum hết trơn. Quay đây chút xíu rồi mình đi qua phía sông, mình kiếm đường qua bản bạn. Mình quay cái cảnh phía bên kia cho bạn xem ha. Dục rất là mau các bạn.
In the middle of the wild Thompson Canyon, the CPSD-40 Giants roared into life. They weren't just locomotives. They were steel warriors performing a crucial task, unloading dump cars loaded with giant boulders. Horrifying scene. Train derailment in Mexicali right now. A horrifying event is taking place in Mexicali on Friday, the 4th of April, 2025. Information about a train derailment is being updated hourly, leaving the entire city shocked and worried. Imagine a touching scene on the road. In the midst of hardship, the giants of the road, the powerful Fuso, 220 petaseconds, and the resilient Hino are not alone. This is not just a story about steel machines, but a living testament to the boundless spirit of solidarity between companions. A sturdy dump truck suddenly turned into a pile of twisted scrap metal after a sky-high crash. The sound of the collision tore through the air, and now all that remained was a mass of deformed metal, no longer recognizable as its original shape. On I-75, a catastrophic accident had just occurred, leaving behind an unbelievable scene of devastation. A series of mangled cars were scattered everywhere, tangled in the cables that were supposed to protect them. Now, They had become part of the chaos, wrapping around the cars like giant pythons. The arduous journey has ended, but the power of the giant machines still resonates. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next breathtaking action scenes. See you again in the upcoming eye-catching trips.